Hello Starcraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Neuro and RainOnSKy on Orbital Shipyard. This is a GM level game, submitted to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com. You too can submit replays to that address. If they're GM or Masters, go ahead and label them as such. If they are Bronze or Silver, go ahead and label them Into the Void. And Gold through Diamond, go ahead and label them Mid-Rank Madness. In the top right of Orbital Shipyard, we have the red Zerg player. It is Neuro, representing Exile 5. And in the bottom left of Orbital Shipyard, we have the blue Terran player. It is RainOnSKy from IDGI, which usually means I don't give something, but not with an I. I don't know what that stands for. If you do, let me know in the comments, and we'll figure it out together. So a ZVT here on Orbital Shipyard. This has been a popular map throughout the beta of Legacy of the Void and into the release of Legacy of the Void. So we've seen a lot of games on it. We have the safe bases here that Neuro is planning on taking. I have to assume RainOnSKy is going to go for a barracks into his own command center here eventually. And, oh, whoa, actually going for a double barracks opening here. Barracks, with the gas. This tells me it's likely going to be a Mass Reaper opening here. Whether it's 2 or whether it's 3 barracks, I'm going to expect a lot of Reapers coming Neuro's way. Can he handle it is going to be the question. He did go hatch first, into an extractor, into a spawning pool. It's a very standard build. Again, it's something that we have seen quite a bit from Zerg players throughout the time. It's not especially greedy, it's not especially aggressive, it's just very standard. It was created to be able to deal with anything the Terran player sends your way, but Mass Reaper, oh, there's that third barracks and a double refinery coming up. So once I have a lot of gas for his Reapers, I have to assume. Does he need to? I'm trying to think. On 3 racks going pure Reaper. Yeah, I'd have to assume he does need 2 refineries to keep up with the gas production on that number of Reapers. Anyway, an Overlord is heading on down to scout things out. He'll probably catch a first sign of a Reaper here in about 5 seconds or so. Let's see if he sees it. Let's see here. There's the Reaper, and you know what? No. The Reaper heading out at more of an angle than I expected. Going to take it this south direction, the south path up to Neuro's base. He's expecting a Reaper. He has 6 Lings in production and a couple Queens as well as speed, but I don't think he knows how many Reapers are on the way. The Overlord should be able to provide him with that information. If he sends the Overlord in, sees the additional barracks, sees the Reapers hopping out, that will tell him all that he needs to know. The Lings popping out, KD8 charge coming up the way, more Lings rolling on in, and the Reaper going to back on out of there, waiting for his buddy that's almost there, heading past the gold mineral patches. Barracks. This one not doing much of anything right now. There's enough available. There it is. There is the Reaper, and the double refinery production is in full swing. Supply depots coming up. Cannot get supply blocked while you're doing this build. It will hurt a lot. Neuro, he doesn't know yet. Okay, now he's moving in with his Overlord. If we could take a look at his vision, what's he going to see? Is he going to see the other barracks? Come on, Neuro. Still coming on in. There are no Marines to kill me yet, he says. Sees the other barracks. And about the same time, a bunch of Reapers show up. So I guess he knew regardless. Lings and Queens trying to kill what they can. KD8 charge and knocking everything back there. Killing a couple drones here as well. The Queens all moving up to the space to try to defend the main. This is completely undefended though. If the Reapers kind of skirted along this edge, came up into the natural, they could probably get a whole ton of kills. But as it stands, there's a lot of speedlings right now for Neuro. He has 21 total speedlings. And there's that command center coming up for RainOnSKy. KD8 charge knocking everybody back, and the Lings say that is our chance. Gonna try to get in here, and just amazing positioning though. The Reapers, KD8 charge is knocking everything in there, but pinning the Reapers in this corner. Queens as well, spining everything. Look at all those dead Zerglings though, right there. Wow, a lot of dead Zerglings. 22 have died. Is that a single Reaper that's been killed? A single Reaper was killed in that harassment. What on earth? How is that even possible? All right. Works out, I guess. In the end, the Reapers do manage to head on home. I think they probably had some more harassment potential in there. But it looks like RainOnSKy was satisfied with what he did there. Didn't kill a single drone. Did get a nice scout off. Saw what was going on, which was basically Queens and Lings in a spawning pool. Marines there trying to take down this Overlord. Trying to make it to the safety of the dead space in the air. But nope, not going to make it. Combat Shield and Stimpack on the way, and Neuro is getting a couple Evolution Chambers as well as 2 more workers. Really needs to take a third base at some time, and there it is. The third base is now on the way. Double Evolution Chamber. Wants to make sure his units have all the upgrades that they could ever need. And with a Roach Warren, does he have any Roaches yet? Three total Roaches, no Ravagers on the field at this time. The Lings are kind of useless. I'm sad to say it, but they really can't break down this wall. They can be there if the Roaches and Ravagers can break down this wall to flood on in and do some damage. But on their own, oh, making themselves of use, taking down this debris. All right. All right, Lings, if that's what you want to do. +1 melee and +1 carapace on the way for these little guys. Reapers hopping on up. They could probably kill these Lings. Do they know? Yeah, they see what's happening. I'm not sure if RainOnSKy is paying attention or not. APM about 275 for the Terran player, about 200 here at the moment for Neuro. And the Lings, KD8 charge, knocking everybody back. All the Reapers escape with their lives as well. And the third base is about 65-70% complete. Going into Marine and Marauder compositions. RainOnSKy also getting a starport and stim. So going for all those Reapers kind of slows you down a little bit in what you want to do. Finally getting those medevacs out that he's wanted to get for a long time now. And I just don't know that the damage he did was enough to really slow down a Zerg player to the point that this follow-up attack will be very strong. It's 42 to 35 Harvesters. We've seen this done before. Marine Lord has done this before in a cast of mine just recently, where he was able to kill, I mean, what did he... it's not necessarily that he killed a lot of workers early, but he was droning up behind it. He was creating SCVs behind it, to where he had almost double the workers of his Zerg opponent when all was said and done. And RainOnSKy just didn't quite pull that off. So here comes some Reapers. Definitely going to die, trying to get a scout off, though. And the Reaper sees nothing. Saw nothing. I mean, saw the hatch, which is good, but that's about it. A couple Lings up here getting killed by these Reapers as well. These guys very pleased with themselves. They all have a kill. They are all considered men at this point. Spinecrawler thrown up just to make sure that no sneaky Reapers get in here anywhere near his tech structures. They're all way back here anyway. +1/+1 just about to finish for those Lings and those Ultras, which could be something that Neuro is trying to get up for. Ravagers and Lings and Queens trying to snipe down this debris. Pushing on out is RainOnSKy with Marines and Marauders. Does he have any medevacs here? They are flying out. They're going to meet up here just a couple seconds. A couple Lings do scout this out. They see what is coming their way, and immediately 22 Lings in production for Neuro. These Ravagers are going to be useful as well. They really want to take down this debris before the army shows up. And it does end up falling. Coming on up with the Reapers. RainOnSKy also bringing the Marines and the Marauders around, pushing up onto this creep. Spinecrawler at the top, more Spinecrawlers getting built. RainOnSKy is going to be smart not to let those finish. Coming right on up, and the Spinecrawler gets focused down immediately. Transfuses, trying to keep it alive, and does end up falling. Lings get nice surrounds, though. +1/+1 Marines do a lot better than you would expect. All these Queens and all these Ravagers killing everything there on the ground. The Queens spining away at the medevacs, but they all manage to escape. And Neuro canceling those other two Spinecrawlers. He doesn't feel like he needs them anymore. He did pretty well in that engagement. The Marines do drop to take out an Overlord, though, just getting their spite out on that floating little farm there. And taking a fourth base. Neuro getting this down. Is RainOnSKy going to take a third of his own? He has tanks, which is usually when Terran feels safe enough to go ahead and take a third. So when the tanks come out, putting them on the high ground here, putting them on the high ground here. Any Ling run-bys and counterattacks are going to take tank splashes to the face if that happens. But the medevacs do get spotted here by Neuro. He saw them on his minimap. I'm not sure if he saw them necessarily or noticed them with his eyes, but oh boy. Overlord here as well scouts them out. No problem. And I'm going to go ahead and kill this Overlord, but again, I think he's okay with that. The Overlord has done his duty. Picking up, boosting on out, going to try to kill this base, but a couple Queens, a Spore Crawler, and this many Lings should be able to handle that, especially, again, because the Lings are +1/+1. No upgrades here yet for RainOnSKy. He does have Combat Shield. +1 attack is on the way. He also... Did he get concussive shells? Nope, not yet. No concussive shells. Overlord spread again looking fantastic here from Neuro. RainOnSKy forced to retreat again with his Terran units in those medevacs. Infestation Pit morphing on in. +2/+2 for Neuro as well as Pneumatized Carapace. And +1/+1 infantry and armor now on the way for RainOnSKy. Overseer possibly going to get taken down. Good Stutter Step Micro, and it does. RainOnSKy gets the Overseer. But this attack path, this main attack path is now open for Neuro. I mean, that kind of seems like a waste of time a little bit, but I'd be interested to see what his thoughts are on that. The Lings taking shots from tanks, though. Yeah, that... Wow, there's a lot of dead Lings there. RainOnSKy needs to take a third so bad. So bad right now. He's not, but that's okay. This base is now up for Neuro. It's 56 to 47 total harvesters. Our Zerg player is in the lead, getting pathogen glands, getting a hive. Infestors on the way. And a few Ravagers and Lings just pretty much holding it down right now. Another big push out here. A lot more Marines, a lot more Marauders, a lot more Medivacs. Gonna push up north. The Lings might wait for him to move and then push on in. Yes, a sneaky Ling run by. Getting right on in here. Can they get into the main base is the question. They're just getting bypassing. No, they decide to instead kill all these Marines and these Marauders very, very quickly. But a big attack here with tanks forcing a retreat. Lings trying to run on in. It looks like Neuro might lose this base. The Lings running on back home to help with this. A lot of Lings coming on in. Ravagers as well. But good Stutter Step Micro moving on back. Neuro losing a lot of Lings, just trying to bottle up all of his Lings. More Lings in production and Infestors on the way. The base does end up falling. RainOnSKy takes it out. These eggs as well getting focused down. What are in these eggs? Some Infestors. Oh no. Losing these Infestors not good as either, but can he actually kill them? Very slowly. Very, very slowly. Indeed. Pushing up here as well. Tanks on the low ground hammering this macro hatch. Marines and Marauders moving up the ramp and losing a tank. More Lings and Ravagers trying to make this happen. Lings rolling in from the backside, getting rid of all of these siege tanks. Nicely done indeed. Not getting lifted off. Lings trying to kill stuff. Oh, fungal growth thrown down and a corrosive bile finishing it on off. Nice fungal bile. Another fungal there. Corrosive biles might be able to get rid of these medevacs, but not quite what Neuro's trying to do right now. Everybody left behind is killed as well, and the medevacs are finally forced to retreat, but that was a lot of damage done by RainOnSKy. Still not taking a third. RainOnSKy, what are you doing to me? The answer to that question is frustrating me beyond all belief here. Why aren't you taking a third base? I guess he doesn't have the minerals for it, but that's because he's getting mined out in his main. It's time to expand, my good friend. And the Overlord actually pooping creep. Neuro saying, how does this guy not have a third base yet? He has Overlords spread. He has an Overlord here, checking on these two bases. I don't know if he has vision over here or here, but it's very possible they could. RainOnSKy could have expanded there already. Medevacs loading up for another mission. Neuro is getting that Ultraless Cavern, as well as +3/+3 for those Ultras. So he knows what he's doing. I mean, RainOnSKy needs ghosts at this point. He just does. He needs some ghosts to handle these Ultras. I don't know if he's going to get there or not. Taking a third base. Still not taking a third. RainOnSKy, what are you doing? You cannot kill Neuro right now. I really don't think you can. Getting rid of all of these drones would be nice. Lings running in again. Neuro trying to make this work with just Lings. Loses another hatchery. But when the Ultras come out, the tides are going to turn, my friend. They absolutely are. These eggs have Lings in them. I don't think that Neuro cares about them necessarily. There's a cancel on those eggs and rolling on out. A million Lings, soon to be with +3/+3 and adrenal glands. Checking, how is there still not a third base? Says Neuro. I guess we could just kind of starve out the Terran here, right? Deny this with your Ultras, with your Lings, because if you do that, you're going to win the game in the next 2 minutes or so. Medevacs running on up, boosting forward to this base. The entirety of RainOnSKy's army is here, but an Ultra is here and ready to go. Takes out a tank immediately, then ends up dying to all of the Marauders. Lings coming in. I just don't like Lings in this position. They are well upgraded. RainOnSKy does have +2/+1 here, taking out a lot of Zerglings. The Ultra in the back can't get in there to fight. There's the fungal. That's going to help a lot with the DPS. And the Ultra now is getting forward, cleaving on in. 5 kills, 6 kills, 9 kills. Everybody left on the ground dies. All the medevacs are gone as well. And that's it for RainOnSKy. I don't know what he can do at this point. Technically, it is 94 to 117 total supply, but the army value is 2,100 to 3,100 and 600 to 1,700 in favor of Neuro right now. Resources lost tab. 8,800 minerals, 3,000 gas, 10,000 minerals, 400 gas. Look at that discrepancy. Very heavy on mineral losses here for our Zerg player. RainOnSKy, meanwhile, very heavy on the gas losses, and the vice versa is true for the other player. So just going mass Ling, if you can make it work, I guess, and your Neuro, go for it. It means your Ultra count's going to be a lot higher later on. He does have 2. He has 3 more in production. Another small drop moving on out, but look at this. Neuro's ready for this one. Absolutely ready for this one. And the medevac says, you know what? Perhaps I will not land there today. Perhaps I will not. So this third base is going to be the lifeblood for RainOnSKy. It's 50 minutes in. He's just now taken his third base. He should really take a fourth. He doesn't need to worry about these lings, about this number of ultras. I don't think. He's getting tanks, which is good. But again, the answer to ultras that we've seen on my channel is always and forever going to be ghosts, at least until that steady targeting ability is changed or ultras are changed in some way. Because right now, that's how you deal with it. Overlord here. Where's he going? He's going to lift up some lings eventually, but not quite yet. Creep spread is all the way to this third base. It's come clear across the map, taking this very central path, and is sitting right below the third. Can't see up the ramp, can't see up what's on the high ground there, but it's going to be very useful for the ultras and the lings to take this when they come to attack as soon as they do. What is Neuro doing? Taking another base? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total bases. This one's being replanted as well. The ultra count with those collector's edition of Heart of the Swarm ultras, 7 total are available. And getting a Spire as well as some Vipers is our Zerg player. How are the upgrades? 8 armor, plus 3 attack, Kaiser Blades at 44 damage, splash damage, so good against Marines, especially pretty good against Marauders, not as good. However, here comes a small ling drop with plus 3 lings with adrenal glands. Pretty strong stuff. They're called cracklings back in Brood War, and they were always very good in this scenario. Here come the lings, and all these SCVs are going to die. They need to run now. There's no way they can handle this. Going after this refinery that has 400 gas left in it. Not sure if that's a priority target, but that's okay. Going to run to their deaths. All these marauders are going to take them down for sure. Not enough lings here, and burrowing. Oh, the scan revealing them. RainOnSKy was not born yesterday. He knows what happens when lings burrow into the ground like that. He knows how to get rid of them and get rid of that infestation. Medevac hanging out. I think Neuro can see that. Indeed he can. He can absolutely see that. Anyway, so it's 175 to 120 total supply. Zerg player in complete control. Neuro's also getting a greater Spire for Broodlords because why not? Viper using Consume to get more of that energy available. Small group of Marines with +2/+1 going to take down this hatch if they can. I'm not sure Neuro even cares. He's sending some lings clear across, but they're not going to get there in time at all. The hatchery does end up falling. The Marines pick up and boost on out. Just as the infestors show up. A little bit of a late game fungal growth there from Neuro. RainOnSKy sending another base out. Neuro's attempted to take the gold base for about the 4th time on my channel. This gold base on Orbital Shipyard is taken. Again, feeling very confident in his win right now. Moving on up is the Medevac, trying to find a place to land to kill some stuff. This appears to be a pretty nice location. He could get the Greater Spire if he sees it, but here comes some Vipers. Can't really do any direct damage. Oh, Parasitic Bomb. I'm a liar. Parasitic Bomb on that Medevac. Is it enough to kill it? Oh, it is enough to actually kill it, but the Marauders do find this Greater Spire. The Ultras come on in and then try to kill these Marauders. Can they kill the Greater Spire? They do get the Greater Spire. Hey, nicely done, Neuro. Another drop over here with the Marines. All those Marauders ended up dead. Spoiler alert. These Marines have killed a hatchery. Can they kill another one? They're ready to go. They're prepped on their mission. Can they get in there? No, because the infestors found them first. Ready for this? Fungal? No! Whiffs? No, doesn't even get the fungal off. The Medevac running around again, trying to find some stuff. Landing. The Corruptors get rid of that Medevac immediately. Can they get the Ultralisk Cavern? +3 attack on these guys and Stim. But here comes an Ultra. Good merry-go-round action here. And no, all 3 Marines die to the final swipe of that Ultralisk. He protects his home as he likes to do. Why does it show... I just realized it shows dots here for the armor on buildings. You can't actually increase Zerg building armor. But they're there. I guess they're always empty. Maybe there is a purpose for that. Anyway, you can see by the creep spread on this map that Neuro is looking very pretty right now. Anytime a Zerg player has this much creep spread, you know for sure you're going to be just fine. Because, again, has still not taken a 4th base at all. Here is RainOnSKy, a Nidus network in production. Neuro might load some Ultras in there. And gonna actually load this Overlord. And the Ultra, no, the Ultra needs to drop the Ultra. No, ends up losing it. Oh, how sad. Neuro up to 184 out of 200 total supply. He has 8 Ultras, 11 Corruptors, 8 Infestors, 3 Ravagers, 2 Vipers, 30 Lings, and a Partridge in a pear tree. Another drop. Some Ultras did drop on in here. Their pathing's kind of messing up, though. And actually burrowing that Ultra, scanned and getting killed for his trouble. Lings rolling on in. They all end up dead because this tank count is high. +1 attack on those tanks. Infestors rolling in. We're going to see what they try to do to get rid of this turtling Terran player. What's the answer to multiple tanks? I guess it was going to be Broodlords, but that's not an option anymore. Throwing down barracks in an defensive position here. Liberators throwing down to defender mode circles. There's Parasitic Bomb on all those Liberators. Another Parasitic Bomb stacking. They need to split and run immediately there. Oh no, running back to their friends. And both the Liberators end up falling. These guys very low on health as well. Corruptors flying right on in and getting one Corruptor. Getting two Corruptors, only one left in that ball now. Heading up along to the high ground here is RainOnSKy and Neuro. It's a perfect positioning for the Zerg player. The Ultras are running on in. Corruptors taking out Medivacs. Fungals on top of everything. Nobody's running away from this. The Ultras crushing through everything right now. The infested Terrans being thrown down. Manor-infested Terrans. And that's it. RainOnSKy with the Zerg so balanced. Rage quits the game. Neuro's victorious, and RainOnSKy is gone forever from this match. So yeah, a little bit one-sided. I hope you Zerg fans on my channel enjoyed that. Again, I just think it came down to Neuro not doing quite enough damage with his 3 Rax Reaper opening. He didn't really kill a lot. He killed a bunch of Lings, but he didn't really force Neuro to make more of them by continuing the pressure, right? In the end, Neuro still had more workers than RainOnSKy when he decided to abort on that. The subsequent attacks were good. He did not expand while he was attacking, a huge problem as well. And Neuro just was able to deal with drops thanks to incredible creep spread that was everywhere throughout this game. RainOnSKy was forced to turtle, tried to take another base, wasn't able to do it, and threw out the balance rage at the end. So well played there by Neuro. You can catch more of him on Twitch. I went ahead and put up the description, put a link to his Twitch channel in the description. Again, really chill guy. I think you'll like him very much if you enjoy watching Zerg on Twitch. So this has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thanks for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Bye.